What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to beautiful Bozeman, Montana, where we bring you this video, picking up this brand new 2022 Ford Lightning and taking it on a 1-week road trip through Montana. We will be traveling the roads where no EV has gone. This is a crazy change of plans because let me explain our situation leading up to today. As you guys know, in a previous video, we mentioned that we ordered a new Lightning probably months ago, years ago, I don't know. We were one of the first people on the list to get a new Lightning reservation. Now, we were supposed to get our truck back in May or June, have one of the first ones on the road, and unfortunately with supply chain delivery issues, that got pushed back and we're now in unknown time frame for delivery. And unfortunately with that, our dream of driving our new Ford Lightning across Montana over our summer vacation was crushed. But what do you know, our original dealer, Laurel Ford back toward Billings, made some calls. He felt bad about our situation, and what do you know, Kendall Ford here in Bozeman, Montana returned his call saying, yeah, we just got a Ford Lightning in. You know what? We'll give it to the boys for their road trip and we'll make it happen so that they can film their YouTube content with this brand new truck. Christian's all ready to go. He's already planning our route in there. Our first stop is gonna be Helena, right? What are you thinking? First impressions of this interior?
I need to figure this thing out pretty quickly, but fortunately it was similar to our Mach-E, similar infotainment and a couple similar controls, but just so many features with this Platinum. It's a lot to take in, but this should be perfect.
Yeah, this is the top of the line truck, nearly $100,000, fully decked out with options. The extended range battery, which is gonna be crucial in making our road trip successful, because when we go from Helena to Browning through Glacier National Park all the way over to Kalispell, like that is a very sketchy route. So luckily we do have the, what is it, 133, I think over 130 kilowatt battery pack. That's huge.
Huge.
You know, there's so many different features on this truck that we'll showcase when we stop for charging and we have some time to really give our proper review of this truck, give our first impressions and thoughts about it.
Fortunately, we have our drawbar and hitch ball in our ID4, so we'll be bringing that with us in case there's anything comes up that needs towing.
Yeah. He mentioned the ID4. We brought the ID4 because we, again, thought that our Lightning excursion adventure would not happen. So we had to improvise and just take one of our other electric cars. So we drove the ID4 up from Arizona to Montana to Billings. This came through, so we're gonna leave our ID4 over here. Check it out, right over there if you can see it. So we're leaving that here and we'll be back in a week when we come back with this truck to get our ID4 to take it back down to Arizona. But speaking of the ID4, all of our luggage was stuffed in the trunk, the rear seat. I mean, we had that thing full, and check it out with the Lightning. The interior was completely empty because all of our stuff fit in the front trunk. This is massive.
We totally forgot about this.
I think we're used to the Mach-E that has the tiny little storage compartment up front.
Or we were thinking our ID4 on the way up here. No frunk at all.
Yeah.
This is a workstation though with 4 outlets, USB-A, USB-C, and wait till we get to the back.
Especially if this is like gonna be your work truck, something that you gotta work out of and charge things with and run equipment with. We got all these other additional plugs, including this one, a 240 volt, 7.2 kilowatt outlet. Are you kidding me?
That'll run the welder on the ranch.
We're definitely gonna have a lot of highway miles, so I'm really happy it's got the Platinum package with these really comfortable seats, and we'll be sure to go over all the rest of the stuff. There's so many little party tricks and Easter eggs. This folding open, really cool feature of the Platinum, so you can do your work, do your editing on my laptop while we charge. But currently, we have to head to play some pickleball with our friend in Bozeman before we hit the road to Helena. And we gotta stop to get some food, but we'll pick this vlog back up when we hit the highway off to Helena. And then even when we get to Helena, you think like, oh, it's the capital of the state of Montana. Surely they're gonna have an incredible charging infrastructure. No, it's one of the worst cities for charging. Believe it or not, there's not a single fast charger in the entire state capital of Helena. Literally, to proceed to get the charge we need, we're gonna have to spend the whole night there, overnight, because we're gonna be on level 2 charging, and it's gonna take the whole night to charge up to 100%.
So part of Helena is a business stop for our tangible investment business, but second, we have to stop at the state capitol building because they're having an EV event to help educate everyone there and the legislators there about why electric charging infrastructure is really important, and hopefully we can offer some good insight to everyone. In the spirit of Montana, we really do feel like EV pioneers.
Yes, let's get it. All right, let's pioneer our way to Helena, Montana.
First, turning this thing on, and then second, gear selector.
Yeah, look at that. That's cool. Folds out of the way. Okay, into drive.
Off button up front.
Yeah, here we go. So while we're charging, we figured it was a great opportunity to pull up our directions tomorrow to Browning, Montana, figure out the route, you know, and pulled out this crazy route, 454 miles in 20 hours because, Christian, what's going on? So it tells us to go down to Butte to fully charge and then drive all the way back up to, I guess this is Great Falls and charge. And then after that, you can't make it to Browning. You got to go all the way up to Canada to then charge, to then come back down to Browning. You got to be kidding me. And this is why we say this is the danger zone for electric cars. This is the no-go zone of Montana, because it makes you do stuff like this. Go to Canada just to get back to your destination.
And are these even DC fast chargers, or is it saying, oh yeah, you're gonna spend 14 hours charging?
Oh, so it's not even fast charger. Nearly 21-hour total trip for a drive that should be about 2.5 hours. We're gonna fully charge here, and then we're gonna push it and go all the way to Browning without charging. It's gonna be extremely sketchy. It's gonna be hypermiling. Well guys, a few hours later now, welcome to kind of cloudy, dreary, and not a whole lot going on, Helena, Montana, where we just pulled up to our second charger of the city stop. Actually, the third charger stop. The first one was at a local brewery restaurant. That one had decent charge speeds, but there was no hotel next to it, so it would be quite a far walk to a hotel. It said it would have been done charging at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. So then we went to the Starbucks, which was a little closer to a hotel, and that one had even slower rates, super slow. It would have been done at about 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. Not gonna work because we gotta hit the road to Browning, Montana, our next stop. So then we did a little more research and we actually found a Tesla destination charger here at the Home to Suites Hotel. We're about to find out the rates and making sure that it works.
This will work. We will have a full charge by 9 a.m. One downside that I'm already a little disappointed by is I cannot figure out how to see the charge rate that we're getting. We're at 43%, we have 102 miles of range, but how many kilowatts are we getting? How many amps are we pulling from this charger? I'm just not too confident that we are charging at any given time, besides this little thing that says we should be done charging by 9 a.m.
That's true. Tesla gives you so much data when you're charging.
Volkswagen ID4, we can reduce the AC charging current if we don't want to blow a breaker.
So you're telling me there's like no charge window? Like on any other car, you hit the charge button, it tells you all the data and everything you want to know.
Exactly. All I show is trip energy, which is not what we're looking for.
So not quite as much data here with the Lightning, but this hotel was just built, I think, this year. So that's why it has the new chargers right out front. Super convenient. We pay a little bit more for the hotel, but whatever, the convenience factor is there. So this is perfect. By 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, we'll be at 100% charge, and we're gonna need every single mile it can do. Oh, and of course, we have to address it. How did we already get the Lightning this sturdy? Well, Christian had the bright idea to go off-roading on the way here. Just kidding.
No, there was a detour and there was no other road. There was a motorcycle in front of us. Wouldn't want to be him.
Yeah, it decided to rain, so the roads were all muddy because they weren't paved, and yeah, this is the result. We'll clean it up when we get over to Kalispell. So there you guys have it. Day one complete of the big road trip with the Lightning. We're overall impressed so far. We'll give our first impressions tomorrow. Overall, 30-second synopsis of what you've experienced driving so far.
Full-size spare, that's pretty good. This is just what you would expect from a Ford pickup truck. It is not a weird EV, but it has got everything that you want from an EV and just so many benefits. An EV just makes sense. That huge front trunk, we were used to our 6.0 truck. We didn't think that we'd have any storage space for all of our luggage. We were wondering if it'd have to go in the bed. Incredible electrical output for all of your tools that you could need. The drive, this is pretty smooth. This is not like our King Ranch. This does not feel like a pickup truck.
So smooth. It feels like a luxury Range Rover driving down the road, or like our Rolls Royce. The sound deadening level, the smoothness. I'm not gonna lie, I fell asleep a couple times. It was just so dang smooth on the way here.
I think these windows are even like double pane.
Double pane windows, does that help cut down on some of the sound? Oh yeah, double pane windows. Moral of the story, my take is that if you're gonna electrify your best-selling truck and you're a multi-billion-dollar organization, automaker, you're gonna make it dang good. And this is, yes, so far, it's getting 2 thumbs up. Of course, we've come across a couple little things that we wish were better. We might have to film a 10 things we hate about it. We did it for the Mach-E, it's only fair if we do it for this. But of course, the things we like about it are far more prevalent.
And my biggest takeaway, having experienced that Mach-E and now the first taste of this, I think they've done a better job with this. I think the Mach-E is up against really stiff competition in that crossover SUV space, but this is its own. Ford Lightning, Rivian pickup truck. That's what you get. We haven't driven a Rivian yet, and so this is really, really impressive.
We haven't even been hands-on a Rivian yet, so we're excited for when that day comes. But for now, the Lightning is really exceeding our expectations. So we're happy so far. We'll see you guys for day 2 as we head to Browning, Montana. Hope you guys are enjoying this so far. Let's go.
Friday.
Guys, we have a massive problem. So we thought it says 8:58 a.m. it'll be done charging. So we're like, great, tomorrow morning it'll be good to go. It says Friday, not Thursday. Today's Wednesday. So it's saying it needs 2 days to charge. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, we thought we had this in the bag. Oh gosh, we just booked the hotel. We just paid 200 and something bucks a night, and now there's a chance it won't even charge this thing. Oh, the joys of driving a non-Tesla. Okay, Christian's gonna try to swap chargers, see if that's any better. I can't believe it. It's saying it needs 36 hours to charge. It's already at like 35%, 40%. Okay, let's see if this one's any better. I mean, these are level 2 chargers.
Yeah, these Tesla destination chargers are the big boys, 80 amps. And this Tesla Tap Mini can take up to 40 amps.
That should be plenty. No way we're gonna have to go back to the Starbucks and walk 3 miles here. Okay guys, maybe crisis averted. The other one, check this out. Done charging at 5:30 a.m. on Thursday. That's tomorrow morning, so that's even better. I think we solved the problem.
Can you believe that? And to drive my earlier point home, when we were just talking about how it's kind of disappointing that you can't see your charge rate, what kind of charge you're getting, all you can see is a little tiny thing that says you're gonna be charged at 9 a.m. 2 days from now. I didn't see the 2 days from now part.
Wow.
That would have been terrible.
Had the screen simply just told us the amps we were getting and the miles per hour, we would have realized the crisis that you luckily picked up on right before we walked away.
That is really bad. I was literally turning off the car. We were walking to our hotel room. We would have gotten no charge overnight. We would have
been screwed.
We would have had to spend another 10 hours here.
Oh my
in the
gosh.
morning and missed our whole day.
Thank goodness Christian saw that. Okay, crisis averted. I guess we just have a faulty Tesla destination charger. We're good now. It'll be done charging 5:30 a.m. tomorrow. That's great. We'll wake up in the morning, hit the road, off to Browning. Let's go. Well guys, good afternoon to day 2 of the Ford Lightning EV road trip throughout Northwest Montana. Today we are headed to Browning, Montana, like we said. And as we mentioned, it would really push the max range of the Lightning. And we're about halfway through right now. And we're getting a little uncomfortable with how much range we have left and how far we have to go. And we're in the middle of nowhere, so if we run out of range, it's gonna be very bad news. So we stopped in Choteau, Montana here for a little lunch. And we got on PlugShare to get looking in case there's any new chargers that weren't here last year. And what do you know, there's a campground here in Choteau that just added their location and their chargers to the network on PlugShare and are open to electric cars stopping by for a small fee and charging up. So it's gonna be level 2, so nothing too crazy on the speeds. But while we're stopping an hour for lunch, maybe we'll pick up 30 miles or something like that. And that just gives us the buffer room that we want to make it all the way close to the Montana border. We'll probably be like 5 or 10 miles from the Canadian border. So we are really in the middle of nowhere, and we're just gonna grab some juice here, grab some food for our bellies. Oh crap, we're just finishing at the pizza joint and it's hailing. Oh no, oh no, that's not good, that's not good. Uh-oh, the car's charging. Oh shoot. Oh no. Uh-oh. Back at the car, those are little golf balls. Come on, Ford. Built Ford tough on that hood, come on. Oh gosh, come on, come on. No dents. Yeah, all the lights are good. Good, even the side looks okay. That's intact. Oh my, look at all the hail collecting. Anybody want some ice for their drink? Here, Chick-fil-A, the fancy Chick-fil-A Circle Ice. Are you kidding me? No. All right, let's unplug our charger. Huh, the charger survived, not even that got cracked. Crazy, look at all the hail around it. Oh my gosh, just our luck. Well, at least we weren't driving through this. If this all of a sudden hit on the highway when you're going 70 miles an hour, that's when you'll definitely shatter some glass. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Well guys, we done it now. A couple hours later, chargers unavailable. Nearest charger is outside of your range. Please find a power outlet where you can charge. Oh boy, that's because we are up at my aunt's ranch, 10 miles from the Canadian border. And yeah, the closest charger is in Glacier National Park, I think, which is like way over that way, so we wouldn't even make it. But luckily, my aunt has a little power pole here, you know, some, I don't know, 30 amp, whatever the heck this thing is. Christian, how many amps is this? Oh, always playing with the dogs. Oh, look how dirty he is.
Probably 50 amp breakers, so 48 would be pushing it, so I think we dropped it down to 40.
Okay, well,
but that'll give us a good probably 40 miles per hour.
Yeah, until we can reach Glacier National Park. Inside the park, that'll be our next charging stop, either tonight or tomorrow, we'll see. And then as we head to Kalispell, and then from there, you think we're in the clear, but we're not. There's still not a lot of chargers even in Kalispell, one of the bigger cities in Montana, so the struggle continues, but we're here at the beautiful ranch. It's absolutely gorgeous here. If you've been following the channel for a while, you would know that every year we come up to the ranch because it's so peaceful, so serene. The closest town is Browning, Montana, and even that is about an hour away. The driveway is over 20 minutes long just to get up here. Look at this. Not a single soul for as far as the eye can see that way, all the way to Canada. Wildlife all around, you know, grizzly bears, moose, elk, you know, mountain lions, every type of animal you can imagine just is all over these lands. And then of course, Glacier National Park, the view right over there is breathtaking. So anyway, we'll do some truck stuff up here. We'll visit our aunt and uncle, hang out with them for a bit. We'll see how long we stay here. But I'll tell you what, one observation right off the bat with the truck coming in down that long driveway was how smooth it was. I'm telling you, when we're in the other cars, other trucks, it feels like the car or truck is going to rattle apart and fall into 100 different pieces. Whereas in the Lightning, it was the smoothest trip ever down that driveway. You could hardly feel these massive bumps, and they're like craters in the road. You know, the driveway's not paved, obviously. So for 20 minutes, you're just getting rocked. But in this car, you could not feel a thing. So night and day difference.
Day 3.
Here we go, leaving the ranch. Always a good time to come up here and unplug. So the charging situation. We were initially planning to just be here for dinner, a few hours, grab 100 miles of range, and then hit the road to Flathead Lake. Because like I mentioned, we were planning to go through Glacier National Park, which is literally right there, those big mountains right there. And lucky for us, there's two level 2 chargers right at the Lake McDonald Lodge. We've charged 2 cars in the past there, the ID4, the Tesla, on various road trips. So we're planning to do it again this year. Oh, well, what do you know? They are limiting park pass entrances to, I don't know how many people, however many hundreds of people, but it's not unlimited. You can't just buy a pass at the gate and go in. So that completely foiled this plan because they're all sold out of park passes for like the next probably 2 weeks.
Even if we got a pass, the central section of going to the Sun Road, the highest point, Logan Pass, is closed to vehicular traffic anyway.
I guess there's still a lot of snow to be cleared. I don't know, but we did not plan for this, so we would not have had enough charge to make it all the way to Flathead Lake over the mountains last night. So we had to spend the night at our aunt's here, which we're not complaining about. That's always a great time, but it was not what we planned. And it goes to show with EVs, especially non-Tesla EVs, you are going to have to adjust your schedule numerous times if you go on a big road trip, especially one, you know, in desolate areas. It's just inevitable that something is going to go wrong or not as planned. We've already hit that a couple times this trip.
And we haven't even hit an out of commission charger yet. That is probably going to happen at some point on the rest of our journey.
That'll really screw you up. You know you're desperate when you have to plug into a 110 toaster outlet. That is when it's like, all else has failed. You only get maybe 2 miles per hour, so that would take numerous days to charge the truck. So I hope we can avoid that this trip. But anyway, we're gonna be headed toward, still toward Glacier National Park. We're going to St. Mary's, basically the east entrance, because supposedly there's a new level 2 charger there that we've never been to before, so we have to go check it out. Not that we need the charge now, but for the sake of providing to the community to see what chargers are out there, we're gonna go investigate what's in St. Mary's to see if this charger does indeed work, so that if anybody else is crazy enough to go on the east side of Glacier National Park with an electric car, you can charge there, and you know, we'll see if it works and how much it costs to plug in. So without further ado, let's head to East Glacier. Okay, but real quick before we hit the highway, we got to appreciate one of the most scenic areas on the ranch. It's this hilltop road here. And look around, look at the view. Glacier National Park in all of its beauty, Ford Lightning in all of its beauty, and 10,000 acres of untouched land. We went fishing last night, we caught a pike and just all sorts of fun. Always a good time up here. Christian, final thoughts?
So glad we could make this stop on our long 1,000-mile journey. We are only a quarter of the way there.
Woo. Yeah, and we had to make this stop. We would be toast without our aunt's ranch here in the kind of middle area before the park. Like, this has been crucial. You know, I say it's sketchy with a non-Tesla EV. No, even with a Tesla, it's extremely sketchy going this route. We have to stop here in order to make it. It's always crucial for our road trip. And it's funny, our uncle, you know, our uncle's been a rancher his whole life, and he's had so many different trucks. And when we rolled up in this, he's like, I haven't had a Ford since, what, the 80s or something, he said. And he's on to like GMC Chevy now. And he looked at this truck, we gave him a whole, you know, intro to it. We drove him around in it. He looked it up and down, left and right, all the features. And he says, oh my, you know, I might be convinced to get back into a Ford. He says once they have a little better range, he's gonna buy one, because in Montana, his trips are often 200-300 miles. And with electric, especially when it hits negative 40 below, you know, that's not gonna work for what he's doing, but soon. I always find this funny, our phones think we're in Canada, so it says international roaming charges will now apply because must think we're in Caraway, Canada. All right, pulling up on St. Mary's soon. We gotta give one acceleration before we hit it. I've never even done sport mode. Let's see if that makes a difference. All right, send it up a hill. Jeez. Already 60, what the heck?
Uphill.
Up a hill.
Easing into the throttle.
No truck this heavy should be able to move that fast. Like, it's just
unnatural.
Unnatural. Okay, just rolled up to the KOA. We thought we were iced because this dude was parked right here, but there's 2 spots, so we're good. Okay guys, and just like that, welcome to beautiful St. Mary's East Glacier KOA campground. We looked up all the campgrounds on PlugShare, and a lot charge the minimum overnight fee of like $30 to $50 to charge your car. They don't have a per hour rate or a separate charger for cars, but there's this one HOA that has a SEMA Connect charger that's like just swipe to pay. It's nothing to do with like any of the campsites. You just pay and you plug in and you leave when you want, and it's supposedly $5 an hour. So better than paying $40, the overnight charge, if you're just gonna be here for a couple hours. But for us, we're just popping in for a bit to give it a try. So we'll be here for like, you know, less than an hour just to see if it works. So let's go hook it up, get some charge, and enjoy the beautiful views before we head to Flathead Lake, where on the way there, we'll also get some more incredible views. So today's just a great day. Let's go. All right, come on. Take the card, $5 per hour to charge. What if we're only here for 30 minutes? Will it still hit us with a $5 minimum? We're about to find out. Okay, maybe we gotta plug in first. Ah, here we go, scan. Come on. Ah, never works.
Use a smart card.
All right, Christian's struggling over here. What are you doing now?
Struggling, I'm doing just fine. I decided to pay with PlugShare within the app. That was kind of convenient.
Oh.
Got to deal with SEMA Connect, I guess. And
oh, that's
so
cool.
it's authorizing. Fault.
Oh, just when we thought we had it. Fault. What? Why? Why? You paid? It authorized it? Okay, SEMA Connect being a little bit of a pain in the butt. All right, try it again, Christian. Maybe we're gonna unplug and try it again.
Ready to charge. Plug in vehicle. Now.
Okay, here we go. Plug it in. Now it says ready to charge. Come on, come on. Oh, I swear. Always something with non-Tesla charging. It's just difficult, okay? I'm sure it's gonna be better soon, but it's just right now, it's a pain. Fault.
Charge, use smartphone. I did use my smartphone.
Maybe we should try that charger. Good thing there's always multiple of these chargers, because I swear the first one never works. Oh, look at that, manufacture date, May 2021. So these are new. They probably got here just after our last trip last year, because I do not remember these. Okay, let's try the other SEMA Connect charger. Come on, this is my first experience with SEMA Connect, and it's not going well so far, but let's try the other one.
Confirm. Flashing, it's waking up.
Oh, it's blinking. Something's happening.
Authorizing.
Come on, please,
Activating
please.
station. Vehicle is indeed charging.
Yes. We did it, guys. Okay, so that one I guess is just faulty. Why? Why? You plug into a Tesla supercharger, you never have a faulty charger. They always work. Here, I swear it's a 50-50 chance.
Yeah, you plug in, you need to double check. You walk away for an hour, you need to come back and check, make sure it's still going. It's kind of sad.
Need to step up their game. Come on, Tesla's blowing everybody else out of the water with their charging game. But hey, I can't complain too much. Props on SEMA Connect for putting this charger in. I think they realized that there was a need in this area. Everywhere else is 50 bucks overnight charging. There's no pay-as-you-go charger except for this one. This is the only one in town, and it's new, so I'm glad they put it in. At the end of the day, a full charge would probably cost like 50 bucks, which is a lot more than it would cost at your house, of course, but in a need, in a pinch, in a middle of nowhere scene, it's very helpful to have. By the way, if you're wondering how much attention the Lightning gets, it gets a lot, far more than I was anticipating. I thought it would just blend in with all the other F-150s in Montana. Literally every other vehicle is a pickup truck, so I thought, no one's gonna notice. But to my surprise, a lot of guys come up to us saying, how do you like the new Ford Lightning? Like, how's the range? Like, does it drive nice on the highway? Can it tow a load? You know, how much can it tow? Can it tow my trailer here? But I think that's a good sign that even in Montana, home of like the hardcore straight pipe diesel, like huge gas burning trucks, they're interested, they're curious about this new electric technology. Yeah. And I'd say most of them would be pretty much on board. A couple guys say I want more range, but a lot of them are like, dang, if I could order one right now, I would. But we're like, ooh, yeah, sorry, they're like a year or two out. But
yeah,
you know.
I'm very surprised. I think they are more excited than we are. They're all for it.
On paper, makes a whole lot of sense for a whole lot of people. But yeah, like we said, they're very far out with the orders. So if you're lucky enough to get one, great. You know, they're going for way over sticker anyway. All right, so we'll let it charge for maybe 30 more minutes and then we'll head over to Kalispell. What is life right now? Literally playing horseshoes as our Ford Lightning charges as we are parked outside one of the most gorgeous places on earth, Glacier National Park. Okay guys, we're literally bidding on a Porsche 944 Turbo as we speak. Oh, okay, 2,500 bucks. Tempting. Okay. Oh crap, oh gosh. Outbid 2,700. Okay, we'll let it go. Bam, there you have it. And if you're wondering how much that costs, it's $1.25 to plug in and then $5 per hour after that. There's not a $5 minimum because we were only here for 15 minutes. So it charged $1.25 plus $1.25, $2.50 out the door. Hey, close.
If there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on you.
Christian goes, that's a wolf. What is that?